Hi everyone, welcome to this video. So this video will bring you to fly across the digital world to make you understand more about digital revolution and e-commerce in this era. Now, are you ready with us? Countdown, 3, 2, 1, go! In global marketing class, we understand one major concept, which is think global, act local by sustaining your business in a variety way. So here, I would like to share to you the history of digital revolution to let you understand how the marketer is able to survive and generate a huge amount of wealth, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. So the origin of digital revolution can be traced back in the mid-20th century. The world's first electronic digital computer was developed at Iowa State University. So almost after 80 years period of time, digital revolution was driving the creation and innovation of the company. Virtual reality, augmented reality will be the successful idea by helping the company transform from red ocean strategy to blue ocean strategy. So convergence will be another key term that we have learned in digital revolution, which combine together the separate industry and the product categories. Here, one of the best example was Tesla, as they are able to remotely update the car system by just a single notification to you by using your phone. So sound crazy, right? So all this disruptive technology go beyond enhancing your product performance to gain attention on the public to ensure that they are able to optimize a huge opportunity.
E-commerce is one of these disruptive technologies of our time, which is why one of the richest men today is also the man who owns the biggest e-commerce platform we know, Amazon.com. His company is only followed by Google.com, JD.com, Facebook.com, and Alibaba.com. I'm sure we have heard of these companies at some point of our life. But why is it that more consumers are taking their shopping online? Well, that's simple, because it's time saving. It's easier to compare prices online. There's no crowds, so you do not have to rub shoulders with people. And this is really good, especially this lockdown season. And there's a variety of products that we can find online. But what is the current trend today? There would be mobile e-commerce. In the year 2019, a total of $2.32 trillion was spent on mobile e-commerce alone. 93.5% of global internet users has at some point purchased something using their mobile phone. 46% of consumers say that Facebook had in a way affected their purchasing behavior online. And 54% said that at some point they used social media in specific to purchase some good online. What is the trend moving forward into the future, into a post-lockdown world? 36% of surveyed consumers said that they will never go back to a brick and mortar store. A total of 68% of consumers said even for essential goods, they'd rather purchase it online. With all this said, What does the future hold for an e-commerce platform? It's anybody's guess. Virtual reality, augmented reality, or mixed reality just to purchase your good in the comfort of your own home? We will just have to wait and see.
Hey guys, so there are 5 main issues which companies deal with when trying to open a website for their businesses. So what are those issues? So the first one is to have a registered domain for the company, and the other one is to arrange payments in a secure manner. The third here is to localize websites according to culture and the differences between the continents and languages. And the fourth one here is to address privacy issues, and fifth is to set up distribution centers. Let's look at them one by one. The first issue is registering a website domain according to a company's name or the brand itself. In the cyber world, the .com domain is out of good names or names that can match with businesses out there. This is due to a common issue that's known as cyber squatting. So what is cyber squatting? Cyber squatting is individuals or organizations that have bought a domain at a cheap price and holding it for a long time. Also, this poses a threat to new businesses to secure their business and brand online and on website platforms. A good example here is Nissan. Actually took 20 years to obtain the Nissan.com domain because it was used by an individual from Japan known as Yuzi Nissan. The second issue is to arrange secure payments on websites. So typically on any e-commerce platforms or online websites or mobile apps would have a payment infrastructure in it. There are multiple issues that can occur from this, such as fraud, snooping, and spying, which companies have to be attentive of because there can be a breach of information mishandling, and etc. So according to statistics, countries such as Indonesia, Russia, and Croatia are among the ones that have a large number of fraud and credit card usage in those countries. So the third issue is to localize businesses on websites. So this localization can be in terms of cultural, languages, and etc. It will be difficult for a company to be able to localize according to all the continents of their customers, because that would involve different languages and different cultures and different people. But a few good examples of companies that have done a good job in localizing their websites is Nike. Nike has their websites customized to global customers, and it's intuitive enough to show how it relates to the culture and the people there. Also, the background and the fashion and the model that's been used on the website is according to the country and the continent. So the fourth issue here is addressing privacy issues, which in any business on online platforms would face. One good example is European Union has a very strict law in cyber securities. Companies such as Google and Facebook that provide services to EU citizens will need to abide to those rules and delete any information or users' information from their websites. So companies that want to start up will also need to look at the rules and regulations in order to start their own businesses on an online platform such as websites, because it involves regulations and rules from other countries as well.
Over the decades, we are lucky enough to witness the changes in the world, especially in the technology industries. Let's start off with the changes in the product over the decades. The biggest changes that have impacted human was the changes from public phone to smartphone. Humans used to live not relying on phone, but right now we are completely relying on our phone for our job, our communication, or any other things that we need to search. The latest product for gaming such as Nintendo Switch have also become not just for gaming, but instead it have become one of the products that needed by people who are health concerned. During the pandemic of COVID-19, we aren't allowed to went out for exercise, and Nintendo Switch have actually included the game of exercising, which allowed people to reduce their weight and keep their healthy lifestyle by just playing the video game. Enough with the product changes. Let's talk about the service changes by technologies over the decades. In the service industries, one of the biggest changes that we can see is the way how travelers choose the place to stay. Travelers used to stay in hotels, but right now travelers choose to stay in other places, and thanks to Airbnb for providing this kind of services. So another example is the revolution in the music industry. People used to purchase CD to listen to the music that they like, but right now people are using Spotify or Apple Music just to listen to the music that they like.
Have you ever asked yourself, what is the most precious thing we have in our fast-paced time? What do we really want? We want to be creative, to dream big, to chase an idea and turn it into something new. We want to rethink our perspectives, to imagine the future and let it become reality. Let it seem high and listen closely. I'm Mercedes. Let us connect with the world and strengthen our connections. Make them faster, safer, smarter, and simplify our interactions. The most precious thing we have is time. Time to play, to find new paths and change ways. Whoever you are, an architect, a navigator, a visionary, an innovator, a dream catcher, a time chaser. We're here to get the time back and give it to you. This is what we do at Mercedes-Benz Digital Vehicle and Mobility.
Alright, so our group has shared several examples about digital revolution and global e-commerce. So hope you're really able to learn and enjoy our video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your attention.